So we had an AMA about 48 hours ago and I didn't get a chance to make a video because life. And then I got up this morning and thought, oh, it's too late now to make a video. But you know what? I've had this bubbling inside me since the AMA. I wondered if it was indigestion, but I don't think it is. No, I've got this bubbling of bullish excitement. And I just thought, of course it's not too late to make a video. I owe it to you to make a video because the news from the AMA was so bullish. And in this video, I'm going to share with you my 3 top reasons why I believe SafuuX is going to explode in January. Let's go. Come on in, my dear friend, join me in chilly South Wales. I'm still here at my father-in-law's house, and apologies, I know I'm dressed like I'm going to the Arctic Circle or something. I'm not, but I've had to come in here to get away and have a bit of quiet for my video, but it's a bit chilly in this room, so you have to forgive me. But you're very welcome. No tea today, no time for tea, and no teapot. So sorry. Normal service will be resumed very soon, I promise. But we do have time to say, as always, I am not a financial advisor. I'm merely a very excited investor in SafuuX that has taken to YouTube. So it's very important for you to please do your own research. Now, just very quickly, I am currently at 882 subscribers, and as always, I'm still on my journey to 1,000. Will you be my 883rd subscriber? Please do consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. You know what to do down below. Thank you. So I'm not going to beat about the bush. SafuuX is going to explode in January. I kind of knew that before the AMA, but since the AMA, for me, there's no question. And these are the top 3 reasons that I've taken from the AMA. The first reason was when Nick Caliani was speaking about the number of projects that are currently signed up to the hackathon, and there's 236 of those. And let's be clear, that's across 170 cities. I mean, that in itself is mind-blowing. The scope of this project suddenly is like, what? Anyway, let's not get sidetracked. So 236 projects are signed up to the hackathon. And so there are potential projects that will end up perhaps on the blockchain. But what the real clincher for me was that 30 of those projects will be winning prizes in the hackathon and will get the full support of Nick and the Decentrology team to build out those projects so that they will launch with the blockchain. Well, I think with the blockchain, but they will be heading towards the blockchain. Now, let's just give that even a second's worth of thought. 30 projects as a minimum. 30 projects with the marketing that will go with those projects that will be saying we're sitting on the new SafuuX blockchain. And then 30 lots of investors that will be buying SafuuX so that they can get into the projects. What? I mean, it's massive, right? I think we kind of knew those numbers, but to hear Nick speak about them at the AMA, it just, for me, just crystallized it in my mind. What? This is going to be massive. So that's my first reason. Reason number 2, which was kind of came about as a result of a question, I think, from somebody in the community. I can't remember who, forgive me. But they asked whether there would be a pink sale for SafuuX before it was launched, and the answer was no. And again, that's been percolating away in my head. What does that mean? That means that come the end of the sacrifice period on the 20th of November, You will not be able to buy SafuuX. Nobody will be able to buy SafuuX until the launch of the blockchain on the 20th of January. So there'll be no pink sale, no getting in under the wire a few days before. No. So not only, potential projects and their investors will be buying in on that day, but what about, when there's a launch coming up of anything, that fear of missing out? Word is definitely going to be getting out about SafuuX and its launch. And I know there's been a lot of talk in the community and Discord about the worry about sales on that day and we're going to plummet in price. And yeah, I do think there will be a lot of selling, but it will be completely counteracted, in my opinion, by the buying that is going to take place on that day and in those first few weeks. I think it's going to be huge. So that's reason number 2. And reason number 3 was then when Bryan and Jason were talking about the number of major exchanges that they are in discussions with. I think they said at least 7. So again, this is just absolutely underlying for me the scope of SafuuX. And sometimes I think when we're in Discord and, quite often you see the same people chatting in Discord. And sometimes in the past I've kind of thought, SafuuX is amazing, but we're so tiny. Will we ever be able to really get the word out? And I think just for me, those 3 points, the number of projects, the fact that SafuuX will not be available until the day of launch, and then finally the number of major central exchanges that the guys are in discussions with that are going really positively. I honestly think, I know this is going to be huge. So I just wanted to share those 3 reasons that very much came from the AMA. There was so many other gems in that AMA. I will link it down below if you missed it. Please do go and watch it. It was a fantastic AMA. But they are my 3 main takeaways from the AMA that really have brought me to the absolute conclusion that SafuuX is going to explode in January when it launches. So with that, I am going to say goodbye. That's all I have for you today, but thank you again for staying with me and watching this video. I hope to see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, that's all for now. And I will just say, as I always do, stay Safuu and cheers.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.